great unmuting. Gia stood at the shiny new EGL entrance, breathing in the scent of fresh paint and expensive coffee. After 10 years here, she'd seen it all. From the slow internet era to the dark ages of sweatpants and Zoom calls. Finally, they were back in a space where lag was just a thing that happened to airplanes, not conversations. The office wasn't just a building, it was an upgrade to her social battery. Advik shuffled in, looking slightly panicked, as if searching for a leave meeting button on the wall. He'd been a remote hire, a ghost in the machine, until now. Is this 4K resolution? He asked, staring at the high ceilings. Gia laughed, patting him on the shoulder. Welcome to the 3D world, Advik. No one can mute you here, especially not when the free snacks arrive. They walked past a glass wall covered in celebratory sticky notes. Karthik from sales was inside, doing a victory dance that was 100% more impressive in person. Check the Motilal Oswal win, Gia said, pointing to the board. Back in the muted era, this would have been a thumbs up emoji. Here, it's a high five that actually makes a sound. Being side by side means we close deals faster than a browser refresh. Further down, they found Ishani from engineering, staring intensely at 3 monitors while a support specialist whispered something in her ear. Behold the Cries project, Gia whispered to Advik. The iron rail of data. No 30-minute calendar invites needed here. Just a lean over the shoulder and a what if we do this, and boom, the nation's data keeps moving. It's collaboration without the can you see my screen struggle. They reached the future zone, where holograms of clouds and neural networks flickered. This is where the cloud and AI magic happens, Gia said. We're moving so fast that our product team basically lives on caffeine and ambition. The world wants smart tech, and it's easier to build human-centric AI when you're actually sitting next to other humans. Suddenly, Zoya from marketing zoomed past with a roll of neon banners, nearly colliding with Karthik. They both burst out laughing. That's the secret sauce, Gia noted. Marketing and sales aren't just sending emails into the void. They're a chaos duo. The momentum is real, Advik. You can feel it in the air. It's louder, faster, and way more fun than a Slack channel. Advik looked a bit worried, glancing at a screen showing leadership updates. Gia stepped in, reading his mind. I know. New faces at the top can feel like a software update you didn't ask for. But listen to a 10-year veteran. The captains might change, but the ship is built of us. The vibe in this room, that's permanent. You're not just a new hire. You're part of the core code now. Tanvi from HR appeared, carrying a basket of survival kits that looked suspiciously like they contained high-end headphones and artisanal chocolate. She handed one to Advik. The synergy isn't just about the work, Tanvi winked. It's about making sure your first year feels like a decade of belonging. And also, the Pizza Friday starts at noon sharp. Don't be late. The crowd gathered as a giant red ribbon was stretched across the aisle. Gia and Advik were handed the ceremonial scissors. 10 years ago, we were a startup spark, Gia announced to the cheering room. Today, we're a whole sun. Let's cut this thing. Not just for the new desks, but for the conversations that don't need a stable Wi-Fi connection. As the ribbon fell, the office erupted into life. Gia and Advik stood by the window, looking out at the Bengaluru skyline. The city was buzzing, but the energy inside was even stronger. So, Gia asked, ready to do this for real? No mute button? No camera off? Advik grinned, adjusting his new headphones. I've never been readier. Let's make some noise.